But I have been in a similar situation. Actually, a scary similar when you told me what was going on, because I said, why is Charlotte pissed at Uncle Dave? You told, well, it's over dental work, and I popped. And you don't remember this story, which means I may not have told it in a while. But I got heat with Triple H and Chyna over the exact same thing. In, 1997, I guess. 97 or 98, sometime in that time frame, when I was working in the office in Stamford, and one of the things I was doing, as you know, we've talked about it, was I would work with the third party and independent promoters, the guys that weren't booked all the time, that wanted to wrestle outside shots, could still do that at that point, if it was approved by the audience, by the office. So I would deal with the promoters, find the guys, work with JR on who wasn't booked. And this also went to personal appearances at malls with some of the top guys that weren't wrestling, but they'd be in Hartford, Connecticut. So, this big mall right near Hartford. There was a guy that had a sports card business there and stores and did tons of appearances. I'd book guys for that. Blah, blah, blah. The point is, on one particular afternoon, Bruce calls me and says, Chyna has third-party appearances on Saturday and Sunday doing a signing at X Mall or whatever. She needs to cancel those. I said, okay, why? She's got some dental work she's going to have done. Okay. Because when you have booked a major television wrestling star for a promoter who's advertised and who's got a location and who's got people coming and they're either going to get autographs, they bought a ticket or whatever, when you say, hey, so-and-so ain't coming, what's the first question they ask, Brian? Why? Why isn't so-and-so coming? And so I had to call one or two of these promoters and say, I'm sorry, Chyna can't make it. She's having some dental work done, but we'll get you a replacement. Let's see who we got. Who do you want? And we work and we get a replacement, right? And that would be the same with any of the boys that couldn't do something or got pulled or whatever. So about a week later, I remember plain as that Bruce calls me again. Well, you got heat with Triple H and Chyna. So what did I do? Well, you told some promoter about her dental work. And he put a period on it, but I'm still waiting for the rest of the explanation because that didn't do it for me, right? And no more came. I said, what? Why are they mad? Well, you told the promoter about their dental work. Or about her dental work. I said, I've heard of guys kayfabe and rehab, but a root canal? What? Explain this to me. That's when he told me the rest of the story. She wasn't going to have a root canal or a goddamn crown put on or whatever. That was part of her restructuring when she looked like Antonio Inoki. They were somehow doing something to make that lantern jaw look less Inoki-ish, right? It was cosmetic, which, as I've mentioned before about cosmetic surgeries, if I'm going to fucking die or be in tremendous pain, I will let a motherfucker operate on me. If not, you're going to have to look at what I got. But so I said, well, what? They're mad. What was I supposed to say? She just don't want to fucking come? Well, you could have made up something. I said, you didn't tell me to make anything up. You didn't tell me to kayfabe. She's going to the goddamn dentist. It's not, yeah, she'll be away for 6 weeks at the dentist. No, it's just a dentist appointment. So anyway, well, you better call him and apologize. So I called her up. I said, Chyna, so I'm sorry, I had no idea what you were doing. And well, it's just that people will be, and I don't want people talking about it, blah, blah, blah. Okay, if I'd have gotten all the information, that wouldn't have been said. But it's the same point. There you go. Don't tell anybody when a woman in the wrestling business is going to the dentist. That's just a rule of thumb that you can live by. But you remember when her jaw got less ridiculous?
Of course.
That was the start of that procedure, apparently. And yeah, I heard of guys kayfabe and rehab, but root canals? What the fuck? So anyway, so they didn't like me from the start, and I wasn't too warm on them either.